What's going on, YouTube? Another day, another adventure. Hopefully another dollar here at Auto Auction Rebuilds. I want to start this video off by saying happy Thanksgiving. Yeah, it's Thanksgiving and I'm still making a video for you guys. I am so damn determined to make this channel successful. I'm not even going to tell you, because chances are 99% of you don't even care. You want to watch a video? I'm trying to give you some videos, and not just filler, not just fluff, like good videos. I'm really trying, and it is very difficult to do one video every single day. It may not sound like it, but believe me, it is. So if you can't tell already, we are in the gold Cadillac SRX that we got for $150 winning bid, and then $265 total price out the door. We're driving the bad boy. I just got back from the tag agency. I had to take it down there for a VIN inspection because it had an out-of-state Nebraska salvage title. So they had to just match the VIN number, make sure that the VIN was good, check the mileage, notate all of that, and we're good. It's got a rebuilt title. It's got good tags. She's ready to go. And I got some dummy behind me in a Prius. He's thinking about passing me on a solid line road when we're doing 50 miles an hour, coming up on a stoplight. What a moron. And he's got his little girl in the car. Now he's swerving off the side of the road, right? What a loser. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving, aggressive driving time, right? Anyway, so we are in the SRX. The thing does great. I've had this thing up to 60 miles an hour, and I'm blown away. It runs great. It drives great. It's smooth. The suspension is solid. One thing I was confused about, though, this is not a four-wheel drive or all-wheel drive in the case of the Cadillac SRX. This is a two-wheel drive. I had no idea. Some guy on Facebook said, man, I don't think that's all-wheel drive. And I was like, I'm sure it is. My black one looks exactly like this, and it is all-wheel drive. I didn't even know that they made them in two-wheel drive until he told me that. I climbed under the front end. Sure enough, there's no transfer case, there's no axles, nothing. And I was like, cool. I'm not upset about it. It's a $265 Cadillac. I'm fine with that. But my black one, it is all-wheel drive. It's an 04. It's an all-wheel drive. And this one, man, this one's got this like panoramic ultra view roof. And then it's got another sunroof behind that for the third row seats, which is, it's insane. This thing's got so many, and look at this. Ah, man. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. You're doing too much, Cadillac. And this is old. You know what I mean? This is an 06. This is an old Cadillac. Look at this. No lights on the dash at all. And it came with a full tank of gas. That's got to be like $60, man. Got to be $60 for a full tank of gas. I'm going to go in here to Subway and grab myself something to eat real quick. Subway, eat fresh, baby. But before we do all that, I got to show you guys something. I don't know if the other Cadillac had it, but this one does. Hope you got a good shot up my nose there. But check this out. Come on, Cadillac. You're doing too much. You're doing too much. Look up here, we got that extra sunroof right there in the back for the third row. You've got your third row seating, and yes, it works. You got to flip this little lever up, and I got some tools and stuff back here, so we're not going to do that. But yeah, the third row seating works. It's flipping up like it's supposed to, and you just, I think you push this button up here. There you go. Look at that. I'm telling you, I love it. We got the front fender and stuff. I tried to smash it back up as good as possible. I took my foot and just started kicking it, and it's a little better than it was. But now that it's daylight, it looks like this hood is fine. It's got a little bend right there. I don't know. We'll have to see once we get a new fender on here. I've sourced a fender. I found one already painted, OEM, this champagne, and this is a color that's got like a pearl. It changes like orange and blues and It changes color depending on sunlight. But I found the matching fender for $100 in Dallas. The bumper is about $300. I found it also in Dallas. LKQ has the headlight, which we can get for probably $50. This grill is, in my opinion, ugly as hell. And the thing is, this bumper doesn't even go to this truck. I mean, it's made, this has got the windshield washer option. This car did not come with it. There's no washer option on this. So I decided, since we saw the other day we had a slight bend in the condenser core, I decided to Carfax this bad boy. Turns out the reason we have damage in the front here is not from the hit on the side. This thing was actually in a wreck many years ago in the front. So this was already a rebuilt title before I had ever even known about it. So that's why we got that problem there. The thing is, the air conditioning works, the cooling fans work, it leaks nothing at all. So we're not going to worry about any of that. What we're going to focus on is trying to find the proper bumper that doesn't have these damn windshield wiper washer things, because this one didn't come with it. A good grill, a good fender, and we're going to hope, maybe a fender liner. We're going to hope that the rest of this goes back together with no problem, and I don't see why it won't. The rest of this truck looks absolutely great inside and out. It's a beautiful SUV. Now, as for this gaping hole in here, somebody cut some of the wires, so we're gonna have to do some splicing. We got some wires that have been cut right here, and then we got speaker wires. Someone ran what looks like aftermarket speakers, so I don't even know if this still has the original speakers or if it's some upgraded aftermarkets. Either way, we got to figure the wiring out, and we got to put something in this place. Now, the dashboard is cracked all over, and I've had a lot of you saying that that's normal on these GMs. That's ridiculous. There's no sense in that. We got a crack up here, a crack right here, a crack right here, a crack up there, a crack over there. Like, this thing is cracked. That's ridiculous. And I think really, and then we're missing a piece here. I don't know if this whole stack comes out or not, like this whole piece that we can pull it out. We got to replace this because this door is broken. It just flops around. So I'm going to try to find, at a minimum, another one of these. And in that SRX out at LKQ, the white one with bullet holes, it's got the touchscreen. So I'm going to see if maybe we can take the touchscreen and swap it out and put a touchscreen in this. I think that'd be really cool. I think that would definitely add some value to it. You're going to pay the same price for a radio out there anyway, so might as well get one with a touchscreen if it'll work. About the only way to fix this may be to get a dash cover and just put a dash cover over it, because this is just, that's ugly. That's real ugly. I'm really disappointed in all that. But I wonder if it's broken because it got hit and it just shattered it, or if these really just, do they just break like this? Do they just shatter like that? That's ridiculous. All right, now for the meat of this story, because I know you guys are sitting there like, what happened to the black SRX? All right, let me tell you. The black SRX had a frozen engine, and it was a flood, right? We drove that thing to Tulsa. We put about 300 miles on that SUV. No problems, no sign of any trouble, nothing. It ran and drove very well. And then we got it down to Weird Beard, and it blew up. The motor blew up. I don't know exactly what happened. All I know is the motor is completely seized, and when you pull the dipstick, full of metal. You can see shiny metal in the oil everywhere. So that motor is junk. Now, I've had a lot of you saying, there's some of you, listen to me right now, please. Follow me on Instagram. If you want to see stuff before you're ever going to see it on YouTube, you need to be on my Instagram account. People on Instagram got a live video of this SUV before you guys even knew I bought it. All right? People on Instagram are going to know what happens, what I buy before, at least a day, sometimes 3 or 4 days before you guys on YouTube are going to see it. So go follow me on Instagram, and you know, that way you can be updated earlier on what's going on, things we're doing over here. Anyway, aside from that, I've had a lot of you from Instagram were saying, just replace the motor. And I was going to. I was out at LKQ, and I was like, I found a bunch of 3.6s. I'm like, here we go. You know, good deal. There's a ton of 3.6s, $300 out the door. Let's do it. Well, there's one minor problem with that. The problem is, on the all-wheel drive version of the SRX, shop time, labor time, is 22 minimum hours. 22 plus is what the book calls for. 22 plus hours, and that is if you're like a dealership or you're a professional shop with access to all the special equipment, tools, everything, it is a nightmare. On the all-wheel drive version, they literally bored a hole. This is factory now. A hole is bored straight through the oil pan. Straight through the oil pan. The shaft from the transfer case runs through the damn oil pan. I've never seen anything like it. So the transfer case has got to come off. Let me tell you, it's not as simple as just unbolting an engine and dropping any motor you want to in it. No, sir, does not work that way. You have got to get the engine from the all-wheel drive SRX. And you're talking, for someone like me that doesn't have a lift and all the special equipment, hey, you're talking an easy 30 plus hours. And then I got to go to LKQ and spend another 30 plus hours. That's insane. That 60 hours, forget about it, man. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. So I bought this one, and here's what I had originally intended. This is why I bought this. I bought this, well, because I wanted to, and I knew this was going to get good video views. I knew you guys were going to love this Cadillac. And like in my heart, I knew this was going to run. I checked all the fluids. I checked the oil pan, everything. Nothing looked like there was anything wrong with it. And obviously, I would say it was driving when it was wrecked. And with a Nebraska title, it's like these people were probably on a trip. So I felt like 100% confident that this thing was going to be a good vehicle. That's the main reason I bought it. But I also bought it because I already have an SRX. I've got a good headlight. I've got a good bumper. I got a good fender. I got a good just about anything else this thing could need as well, including the radio. So originally I bought this with the intention of stripping parts off of the black one, painting them or sending them down to Mako, some cheap body shop, have them throw some paint on it, stick them on the car, and call it a day. The thing is, though, is once you start doing that, it's going to make that black one really difficult to sell, and it's already hard to sell. Like, we've got plenty of offers of $500 for it, but I think we should get at least $700. I'd say around $750 for that thing. We know that the four-wheel drive transmission and transfer case is good. That alone should be worth $300 or $400. All right, and then you got an entire car full of parts, body parts, interior parts. That thing, I feel like it's worth $650, $700. Let's just call that $700. It should bring $700. At the end of the day, if we can't sell it, maybe I'll let it go for $5. But I mean, like the headlights alone on eBay or something should sell for what, $75, $100 a headlight? Come on, man. The taillights, well, the taillights on that one were no good. It may be worthwhile to just start cutting it up and parting it out. I don't know. I just didn't want to go through all that drama to get rid of it. But that was the deal. I was going to pull the parts off of it, get them painted, and put it on this one. But now I'm just like, if we can sell that thing for $650 or so, $650, $700, let's just sell it whole. And I will go and buy the pieces for this one and rebuild this one, hopefully with parts that are already OEM painted. If it doesn't sell in the near future, then I'll probably have no choice other than to just drive down to Weird Beard, pull the headlight, pull the bumper, pull the fender, throw them in here, take them down to Mako and get them painted, and then just put them on, because there's nothing wrong with any of those parts. And then we'll just have to part out that thing, maybe scrap it. I don't know. I don't know. Tell me what you think. Like, what would you do if you were in my situation? Would you take the parts you've already got? Because there's probably an easy $500 if I took the radio, the center stack out, the headlight, the bumper, the fender. You're probably talking an easy $500 in parts right there. And then we still have the vehicle to sell. I'd rather just get rid of the whole vehicle instead of have it sitting down there at Weird Beard taking up space. What would you do? Would you just take the parts off and paint them? Or would you go buy the parts that are already painted and ready to go? So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's what happened to the black SRX. And let me tell you, when I first found out the engine blew, I was really upset. I was really upset, and I had already had a really bad day. That day was a rough day for me. And then finding out that the engine blew in this truck that I had expected to sell for $2,500 to $3,000. And let me tell you, the thing is, someone had test drove it and they were ready to give $3,000 cash for it. We were this close to making a killing on that, but I pulled myself out of that and I got my head straight. I was in a really bad mood. I was like that was a really bad mood. I got my head straight and I'm like, all right, it's all good, because at the end of the day, I don't want some poor lady to drop $3,000 on this SUV that she just loves and make it 60 miles down the road and have a blown engine. I don't want to be that guy, man. I want to feel good about selling something to somebody. And that one, you know, as it turned out, it turned out to be good for a few hundred miles. So I will say this: we took a flood car that was junked, full of water, and we drove it 300 miles. We gave it a little more life. What more can you ask for? You know, I did the best I could with it, and it is what it is now. So at this point, we're going to focus on what to do with the silver one. And oh, you guys, some of you have been asking about the ML320. What happened to the Mercedes? The Mercedes sold 3 or 4 days ago. The Mercedes sold for $1,500, the ML320, and total investment in that was, goodness, $1,000, maybe just a little over 1,000. It wasn't much over 1,000, maybe 1,050, something like that. Sold for $1,500. So you're talking about a $450 to $500 profit. So I want to say to you haters out there that were talking trash on the Mercedes, saying that car is not even going to sell for $600, hey, you were wrong. You were wrong, because that thing sold for $1,500, and it sold just a few days after we bought it. You know, less than a week that thing was sold. So you can't beat that, man. Can't beat that at all. So there you go. There's you an update on the ML320. It's gone. There's your update on the black SRX. There's you an update on the gold SRX that I'm in love with. Honestly, I want to keep it, but I want to keep this. I really do. I really do. I really like it. And for the price, I could drive it till the wheels fall off and still sell it for more than I paid for it. I really want to keep this, but you know, profit-wise, I think we should easily be able to clear when we're done $2,500 profit. I think this thing will sell for, $35 all day long. And after all said and done, I guarantee there's a minimum of $2,500 profit sitting in this thing, minimum of $2,500. But man, I like it. I don't know. We'll figure it out, ladies and gentlemen. But before I get out of here, I just want to say happy Thanksgiving to all of you. I appreciate all of you for making my dream of doing YouTube and working on cars possible. Like, you guys have really carried me through this, and I appreciate you for that. I know we're coming up on 100,000 subscribers. That's a huge deal for me. I can't even tell you how huge 100,000 subscribers is. And we're coming up on it fast. You know, Social Blade said I was going to hit 100,000 on Christmas Day. And now it looks like we're going to hit 100,000 before December. Like in November, it looks like we're going to hit that 100,000 mark. So I don't know what we're going to do yet. Maybe we'll do a live stream right as we get to maybe 30 or 40 subscribers away from the 100,000. Maybe we'll do a live stream. And I know you guys are waiting on a giveaway. And I swear we are going to do a car giveaway. We really are. But like I said in the previous videos when I'm talked about it, it's got to be at a point where I am financially able to basically just give away a car. I have to be financially able to say I can give this car away without it affecting my ability to take care of my bills. And I'm not going to get into my debt situation or anything, but let me tell you, I've taken your advice. So many of you have given me financial advice, and I took it to heart, and I am so close to pulling myself out of the majority of my debt. It's ridiculous. I am working diligently to get my debt paid down, and within the next month or so, I should have all of my credit cards, cell phone, all of that, everything paid off, and maybe even have one of my cars paid about half off. Well, anyway, we're not going to get into all that. I'm just telling you, I'm working real hard to not just pay my bills, but to also make sure I get my debt paid down, so I can live a little bit smarter, live more within my means, start paying cash for stuff instead of using credit, because credit's the devil, man. It's the devil. You can get buried in that stuff. So I want to make better decisions. I want to come through to you guys and give you this car. You know, when we do the giveaway, we're going to do it. I got to get my finances in just a little bit better shape before we do it. And there's also some legalities I still got to work out on giving away a car. But we are going to do it. I promise you guys. I'm not going to be like some of these other channels that promise you something and never do it. We will do a car giveaway. And if this channel grows at the rate it's growing now, in another 6 months, maybe 6 to 8 months, I think there's no reason we couldn't give away a car every month or two. You know, and the goal is to eventually grow this channel to a point where I can just give you cars. You know, we could go do some work, have some fun, buy cars, fix them up, and then give them away. That would be the goal. But like I said, there's a lot of legalities around that. I got to get it figured out, but that's my dream. My dream is to be able to buy cars, fix them up, and then I don't need to sell them, so the state can't get on my back because I'm selling cars for a living. I'm not selling them. I'm giving them away to the people that make my life possible. That is my goal. That is my dream. Buy these cars and give back to you guys, because without you, I couldn't do this. So I'm not a greedy guy, man. I'm not greedy at all. I just want to live a comfortable life. And I appreciate all of you for giving me the ability to do this. So thank you to each and every one of you. I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. As for me, I'm not doing anything Thanksgiving. That's why you're seeing this video. Fiance works, my brother's in Kansas, so it's just me chilling at the house. No Thanksgiving plans here, but I hope the rest of you have a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving. Thank you for watching this video. Take care. I'll see you very soon in the next one.